Hello and full moon blessings, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey, and today I'm going to guide you through a yoga flow that you might like to do during a full moon in Libra. We can learn a lot about the theme of the upcoming moon cycle when we take a look at the astrological sign that the moon is passing through. And so if you chose to practice this class today, I'm assuming you are near or under a full moon in Libra. The moon is said to represent our subconscious, our emotions, our thoughts, our mind. So whenever we're under a full moon, it's thought that we are coming to some type of realization about something. Something has become clear to us that wasn't clear previously. If you hear meowing, that is Turkey joining us. But yeah, full moons are about realizations, about clarity, about maybe a sense of completion or culmination of something in your life. And so for today, we're talking about a full moon in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus, which is the planet of beauty, of pleasure, of love, of harmony, and also our values, what we value in life. Libra then, in that sense, is all about balance and moderation. And so the full moon in Libra is shining a light on any imbalances that we have in our appetite for our life. So if we've been holding ourselves back, if we have been giving more than we have been receiving, if we have become rigid and in some aspect of our life, Libra is probably going to be inviting us to live a little, to enjoy, what that structure perhaps has brought you. But if we have become a little bit too excessive in our indulgence, then maybe Libra is encouraging us to become more moderate and be more mindful of how we operate in our lives. So with all of that said, we're going to be doing poses that target the lower back, the hips, because Libra does rule the area of the kidneys, but we're also going to work on our balance a little bit to work with that balancing aspect of Libra. Oops, excuse me, Turkey. With all of that said, we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. Making your way around, widening your knees, big toes touch, hips sit back towards the heels, and then as long as there's not a turkey on your mat, you're going to walk your arms forward and lower your forehead to your mat. And just using this first pose to connect with your breath. To get grounded into your space. Anything that you were doing before this moment is no longer happening. Anything that you have going on after, it can wait. Honoring this time that you've set aside for your practice. And then just take a few more breaths here to acknowledge or notice if there's any imbalances in your life right now that you want to address with this full moon. On your next inhale, lift your head, look forward towards your hands. Exhale, shift forward. Let's come into tabletop pose, and then we'll practice a few rounds of cat and cow to start to warm up the spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your head. Exhale, round your spine, navel draws in, chin towards your throat. Breathe in, cow pose. Belly down, head up. Exhale, cat pose, right on time, turkey. Chin towards your throat, round your spine. 3 more. Move with your breath. Final round wherever you are. And then inhale back into a neutral spine. From here, we're going to take the hips in circles. So you might like to walk your hands a little bit in front of where they were previously. And then you're going to move your hips forward slightly past the knees. Move your hips to the right. Oops, my hip popped. Yours might too. Drop your hips back towards your heels, almost like child's pose. And then move your hips to the left and back forward again. And so we're going to take these big circles, big is relative to you and your body, all the way around, going in this direction a few more times. And the next time your hips are forward from your knees, you're going to reverse this, going back and around. One more here. And then start to bring it back in through center when you feel ready. Spread your hands really wide. Press down through all of your knuckles of all of your fingers. Tuck all 10 toes under. On an inhale, press through your feet. Lift your hips up and back into our first downward facing dog. And then let's walk it out on this first one. Pedal out your feet. Wake up the Achilles, the calves. Find a little lift through the low abdomen. And then grounding through the feet, letting the heels become heavy, finding some stillness as you lift up through the low abdomen, lift up through the hip creases, spread shoulder blades apart, get strong in the arms. Inhale, reach your left leg up, three-legged dog, bend your left knee, open your hips, so point that left knee towards the ceiling, and then take your knee in as big of circles as feels good to you. Just one more here. Next time your left knee is coming in towards you, you're going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Pull your heart through. Reach back through that right heel. Press down through the knuckles and your fingertips to take some pressure out of your wrists here. You can always drop your right knee down if that feels better to you. Shoulders away from your neck. Maybe you find a little rock forward and back. And then come to stillness in your lizard pose. If you dropped that right knee, pick it back up for me for just a moment. Heel toe or wiggle your left foot back in space. Ground down through the right palm. Come onto the outside edge of that left foot. Come onto the outside edge of the right foot. Drop your hips down towards the mat and reach your left arm back towards the back edge of your mat. Horizon lunge or revolve skandasana. Take a big breath in. Exhale, press through your feet, reach that left arm overhead, lift your hips, a supported side plank. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale, drop the hips down, reach that left arm back. Exhale, press through your feet, your right arm, lifting your hips. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, this next one brings us all the way back to that lizard lunge. Drop the right knee. Walk your left foot in, and then reach your arms forward and up for Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. Lengthen down through the tailbone a little bit. Lift up through the pelvic floor, your low abdomen. Take another breath in, maybe let the hips get a little bit heavier. And then exhale, both hands to the inside of the left leg. Tuck your right toes. Lift that back knee, and then make your way to Skandasana on the left. So you're going to let the left heel kick out. You're going to come onto the outside edge of that right foot. Start to drop your hips towards that left heel. It's okay if your heel lifts. It's also okay to keep your hands down. Flex back through the right toes. See if you can get that heel down on the mat. From here, we're going to press through our feet and walk ourselves all the way to the back edge of the mat. You can use your hands for support. Walk yourself through. And then make your way into a runner's lunge, facing the back of your mat. You can be on fingertips here. Take a breath and pull your heart forward. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right foot back. We'll take our first flow. Inhale, shift forward, option to lower your knees. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra on this first one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, maybe upward dog this time. Straighten your arms, lift your thighs, and then exhale. Let's all make our way to downward dog again. Let your head get heavy. Take a rest. We have two sides of the body, and so we'll do it again on that side. Inhale, ground through the left leg, right leg goes high, three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, open your hip, stay with your breath. We're taking that right knee in big circles. 1, 2, and 3. The next time the right knee is coming in, shift forward, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Keep that left knee lifted if you can. Rock forward and back with me. Dropping that left heel over towards the left, coming to the outside edge of the right foot. Just like last time, you can wiggle the right foot back. Press down through the left arm, reach the right arm up, and then drop the hips down. Reach your right arm towards the back of your mat, technically the front of your mat now, in your revolved skandasana. Take a moment here. And then we're going to inhale, press through the foundation, reach the right arm up, lift the hips. Exhale, drop your hips down. 2 more. Inhale, press through your feet. Exhale, drop it down. On this last one, inhaling, reaching the arm up, come back around through your lizard lunge. Heel toe that right foot in a little bit. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, both arms go forward and up, your low lunge. Find that sense of strength in the legs. This can be a challenging pose for balance. Squeeze through the middle line. 1 more breath in. Exhale, dropping your hands down to the inside of the right foot. Kick that right heel out, tuck the left toes, lift the back knee, drop that left heel down, and then let both hips drop towards your right heel. In your skandasana, fingertips can be down, palms can be down if that feels better, or you can practice hands to heart center. Take a couple breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down. Walk yourself towards the front of your mat again, into your runner's lunge. Fingertips on the mat, back knee is lifted. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, and lower to the belly. Move through your flow, or leave it out. Inhaling into your back bend. Exhale, let's all meet in downward dog. All right, this next flow, we're really going to focus on our balance. Inhale, drop that right heel down, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, drop the back heel down. Inhale, cartwheel your arms open into your warrior 2. Lunging into the left knee, power up your legs. Prepare for extended side angle. Flip the left palm, right hand down. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, use that length as you come forward and drop the left elbow on top of that left thigh, right arm alongside your right ear. Find a line of energy from your right foot to the right fingertips. Maybe send your gaze up. Next inhale, we're going to take it all the way back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, back into your warrior two. From here, gazing forward, spin on the right foot to lift that right heel, square the hips straight forward, take your arms forward and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. You're in a high lunge. You might like to either hop your right foot in or perhaps even pull that left foot closer in towards you. And we're going to start to send the weight over the left leg. You can keep a bend in that left leg so that you're staying really strong through the quad. And then maybe keeping your body in this plane where the upper body's in line with that right leg. As you lean forward, you're like a pendulum. And if your upper body gets parallel to the mat, that means that your leg also gets parallel to the mat in your warrior three. Lift up through the low belly. Lift up through the front of your ribs. Find your drishti. Really working our balance. We're going to pull the right knee forward and in. If you need to set those toes down, it's okay. Find tree pose anywhere along your left leg, finding a place to rest your right foot, hands to heart center. Stay with me. Remember, it's okay if you fall. It's not about how many times you fall. It's about coming back, showing up. One more breath in here. Exhale, pull that right knee back in, and we're going to reverse out of this. Come back through your warrior three. We're going to step right toes back, high lunge. You're rocking a Barbie foot on that right foot, heel is over the toes, and then we're going to spin on the feet, opening into goddess. Heels in, toes out. Drop your hips down low. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to high lunge to the back of the mat. Turn the right toes forward. Lift that left heel up, lunging into your right knee. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, flow. Hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. One more side, best side. Inhale, right leg goes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Drop the left heel, cartwheel the arms open. Warrior two. Power up your legs. Inhale, flip the right palm, lean back, preparing for extended side. Exhale, right elbow on top of right thigh, left arm overhead. There we go. Maybe your gaze goes up. Feel that line of energy. Feel the alignment between your upper body and your left leg. We're going to carry that into our warrior three in a few moments. Inhale, take it all the way back, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Begin to lift the left heel, spin on the left toes, send that left arm forward and up, square the hips forward. Remember, you can a little bit hop the left foot in, or you can even pull that right foot in a little bit, narrowing your stance for the help of balance. And then hands to heart center, lift up through your sternum. Feel the line of energy through the spine as you send your upper body forward. Your left leg comes with you, and you're balancing on the right leg. Your body is in a capital T. Find your drishti, find your focus point. Not here forever. Next inhale, pull the left knee in towards you. Remember, you can put the left toes down in between if you want to. Find your tree pose. Left foot anywhere along the inside of your right leg. Take a couple breaths here. And then we reverse. Pull the left knee back in. Kick that left foot back. Lean the upper body forward. Find that capital T in your body. Exhale, big step back with the left toes into your high lunge. And then we make our way into goddess. Drop the left heel down. Toes out, heels in. Sink your hips down. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, this time reach the arms out, straighten the legs, star pose. Exhale, hands to your waistline, turn the toes in, heels out a little bit, prepare for Prasarita Padottanasana, breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, send your heart forward, and then lower yourself down. Hands can come underneath your shoulders, or maybe you walk your hands in line with the feet. Shoulders away from the neck, elbows at a 90-degree bend. Several breaths here, take a rest. And be mindful of the way that you speak to yourself. We're using these postures to go inward. It's not about what the poses look like. It's about how much awareness we can bring to what's happening internally while we're here. Inhale, lift your head, flatten out your back. Exhale, walk your hands around to frame your left foot. We're back in that runner's lunge, and then we're gonna plant the palms. Our last flow, step that left foot back. You can skip it if you want to. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale into your cobra or up dog. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Great work. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out. From here, drop your knees down, swing your legs around to one side. Let's make our way onto our backs from here. Let's just start to cool it down. If you have a block or a pillow, you can bring that nearby. If you don't have one of those, don't worry, you don't need it. I'm just going to give an option for those of us that do have it. And so if you do not have any props, you're going to stay right here. Maybe even just place your hands underneath your lower back and then rest your pelvis down onto the support of your hands. My hands are creating kind of like a diamond shape with the index fingers and thumbs. And then right where your sacrum is where you rest your hips. So your sacrum is kind of in that diamond shape. And sometimes this can just feel nice on the lower back. If you do have a pillow or a block, we're going to press into the feet and set the block on its lowest setting underneath the hips. So again, just elevating the hips, giving a little bit of pressure to the back of the pelvis. Beginning to really cool things down. Arms can rest beside you if that feels good. And then whether you have the block under your hips or your hands, we're all going to see if we can send the legs into the sky for a little waterfall pose. So you're trying to stack your ankles over your knees and your knees over your hips. But you can have a little bend in the knees if that's better for your body. But through stacking the bones and letting the thigh bones especially drop down into your hip sockets, then we're creating this almost weightless feeling in the legs. Really good after that strong flow that we just did. Let's try to be here for about 8 more breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, soften your knees. 1 foot at a time, return your feet down to the mat. And then use an inhale to press into your feet and either move your hands or move your prop and set your hips down. From here, pull both of your knees in, everybody. Give yourself a big hug, a big squeeze. And then let's open the left arm out beside us. Let the legs drop over towards the right for a brief twist. Maybe send your gaze towards the left a little bit. A couple more breaths here. Inhale, come back through center with the legs. Exhale, right arm out beside you, both legs drop to the left. Next breath in, come back through center. Rest your feet down onto your mat and just notice if there's any other movements or postures that your body is asking for before you go into your resting posture. Just taking this time for any last minute wiggles so that while you're resting, you don't feel jittery, you don't feel like you've left something out. But whenever you're ready, start to make your way to that Shavasana shape. Find what's comfortable for you, and then when you arrive, take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Let go of any resistance to gravity, and let your breath become more natural. You'll hear my voice when it's time to come back into this space. Enjoy your Shavasana. Remaining just as you are, start to bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel the movement of your breath, and then let the movement of your breath inspire you to start waking your body up. Small, gentle movements at first that eventually expand into larger ones. Don't forget your neck, your head, your face. You can yawn, you could take a big full body stretch. Breathing out, letting it all go. And then when you feel ready, and only when you feel ready, roll yourself over to one side. Maybe use your bottom arm like a pillow for just a spell. One good breath here. Slowly, mindfully, start to make your way up. No hurries, no worries. Just arriving in a comfortable seat in your own time. And then acknowledging when you get here how you feel. Acknowledging the impact of your practice. And reflecting on this full moon in Libra, on cultivating more balance and moderation. Reminding yourself of your intention if you had one. And then with gratitude in our hearts, palms together in front of the heart space, we'll close with one chant of Om. Wherever you are with your breath, big breath in. Exhale to chant. Om. Thank you all so much for being here and joining me for this practice today. I hope this practice has served you well. Please let me know how it went for you in the comments down below. I love to hear your feedback, and I love to hear any suggestions for future classes. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I put out new classes every single Sunday, and I hope we can practice together again very soon. Until then, thank you again. Namaste.